Yo, what is up, all you stone cold super fly illmatic fish keeping fucking devils? You watch Aquafunk Aquatic with this guy. What got 2 thumbs and is funky as heck? Aquafunk. In this video, I'm gonna be giving you my list of my 3 best fish that I keep to help keep my tank nice. I'm talking about clean as a whistle. Mr. Clean is the man behind the shine. Is it clean or is it what? I don't even know the rest of that thing. If you know the rest of that, just put it down in the comment for me and set me straight on commercial theme songs. So look, I'm gonna put this up here, right here. You see that? You see that right there? Yeah, I know what it is. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna put it up there one more time. And if you know what it is, it's like a train wreck. You don't want to look, but you can't stop looking. Right here a little bit. It's nasty. It's gross, but look, if y'all know what that is, put it in the comments below. At the end of the video, I'm gonna go ahead and reveal what that disgusting, nasty, just... Listen, before we get started, do me a quick little favorito and hit that subscribe. If this is your first time watching, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so that every time I put out a video, you guys can get a little taste of the funkiness. And please leave a comment. I like to know what you guys are thinking. Set me straight on some things, because a lot of you guys like to do that. Set me straight on some things, and that's all right. I can take it. I got thick old skin. And share this out. Put it on your Facebook. I really would appreciate it. Maybe somebody out there, you never know who's watching, comes across it and it helps them out. So yes, share. All right, so my number 1 fish that I keep, well, no, you know what, we'll back it up. I'm gonna go from least favorite or least helpful to my main helpful. Is my least helpful, but it's incredibly helpful. But out of the 3, it kind of, I'm gonna go with my plecos, however you want to call it, L4579093-7. I don't know if that's the number, but it's like that. I got 2 of them. I got me a rhino pleco and a bushy nose pleco. One is in each of my tanks, and these guys, they're number 3 on my list, because if you have a tank like mine where it's like a mid-size South Central American cichlid, semi to aggressive cichlids, here's the problem with plecos. First of all, depending on which one you get, they might grow too big. Depending on which one you get, they may not even eat algae or any of that. You know, you might need to have certain food requirements, so you need to do your research. Not all plecos are created. Not all plecos are created equally. So yeah, plecos. My particular plecos, which the rhino pleco I really like because it don't get too big and it eats pretty much anything. And so far I haven't needed driftwood for it. So, you know, and he looks gang. He's like a tank. I really like him. He's awesome. Here's another thing about plecos. That this one thing that I kind of don't like is that when they die, you really can't tell. Here's a fun little fact. When plecos die, and they're big enough, they pretty much look exactly like they normally look. You know, like with their little fins. There was a fish show competition and a dead pleco won in its category. I think it might have even won best of show. It was dead. The thing, they took it. It was alive. They put it in the car, and I guess it was alive when they put it in the thing, and overnight it died. But because plecos pretty much stay motionless, just like they do when you're looking at them some of the times, it was stiff as a board. The judges came and they thought it was alive. They didn't know. And it won. I got some shiny cheeks. Look at that. This light is just making everything just shine. I told you, Mr. Clean. All right, number 2. I'm going with snails. I got snails in my tank. Apple snails to be exact. I got me 2 apple snails. I got me crazy legs. And I don't know what the other one, I haven't given the other one a name because it kind of just appeared out of nowhere. I got some plants, some wild plants, and it must have been a little guy. At the time I had ram's horn snails, so it must have looked like a ram's horn. And anyway, I got me a golf ball size apple snail, and I got crazy legs over here. He's quite a bit bigger. And they're called apple snails for a reason, not because they're red and delicious when you bite into them. No, it's because they grow as big as an apple, like a fish, man. So apple snails. I really dig them. One of the things I like about them in my tank is they're too big to be messed with. So, and they do a great job of eating. They're just little cows. So I'm really digging. And they're number 2 because they're not picky. I mean, I don't have to worry about them like I do the plecos and have to, you know, feed them at night and stuff like that. I don't have to do any of that stuff. So it's really no fuss, no muss with the apple snails when it comes to the size of cichlids I keep. I don't have to worry about it. They're just there, making things happen. Catting. My number one fish that I keep, that keep my tank oh so sweet, is geophagus. Pretty much you could get any geophagus depending on your tank size. They do range in sizes from 12 inches down to about 5 inches depending on the species. They're pretty much well known. The easiest one that I've seen out there that you pretty much see a lot is the geophagus heckli, which if you give it, listen, geos are not much to look at when they're little. No, they're not. But as they grow, their colors be popping. Geos, look, here's the thing with geos. Geos are sand sifter. Geophagus means earth eater. What they do is they go down to the bottom, they grab a big mouth of substrate, usually sand, but you can use small rock. If it's a big geo, peak gravel is the biggest you can go, but I would not use. I'd go with sand. You get more out of it when you use sand, and a lot of people are going to sand anyway. So they get a big old mouth of earth, and they kind of swish it around like that, and the sand, the earth, flies out their gills while the food particles goes down their belly. Now, this does 2 things. One, it cleans the bottom of your aquarium from extra food. They're not gonna eat the doo-doo, okay? But it cleans the bottom of your aquarium of excess food. Secondly, it keeps the bottom of your aquarium, all that substrate, it keeps the stuff from settling. It keeps it moving up into the water column where the filter can get it. So you really don't have any dead spots. So did you guys figure out what that thing was yet? Anybody? If you did, leave a comment below. And don't be lying and wait until after I tell you what it is. Be like, I knew it is all along. Bunch of fakers. That thing is a close-up look of an apple snail's mouth. Yeah, it looks cute and all that when from far away, when it's sitting on the ground, you know, and it looks like a rock moving around, maybe 2 little antennas. But when it gets this big and it gets up on the glass where you can see it, you can really see all the little bits going on. That's what it looks like. Whew, that's nasty. But it looked like he got like 4 buck teeth. Those are the 3 that I keep to keep my tank oh so sweet.